Are you wondering about our ultimate monthly reading reset? I am. We're catching up on all our June wins, whether there's books that we loved, goals we actually accomplished for once, or moments that made us feel like the main character. Then we're getting ambitious and building our July TBRs. I can't believe it's already July. By
I
choosing
know.
right? By choosing the two books we absolutely have to read that month. Assuming we don't get distracted by a million other books on our TBRs, which keeps happening to both of us. We're also reacting to June's Book of the Month picks, giving all the unfiltered thoughts, and of course, ending the episode with a brand new trope court, where one beloved trope is officially put on trial. So grab your drink, coziest blanket, and your current read and prepare for the chaos. Are you ready to go, Spell Squad? Let's read it and steep.
Welcome back, Spill Squad! Today we are doing what we do best, making bold, unhinged reading decisions and standing by them like they're legally binding, because to us, they kind of are. We're breaking down our June Book of the Month picks, why Stacy almost skipped this month again, and what shenanigans we're planning for July. Because next month, we're bringing back the receipts. Did we stay loyal or did we drop them the second something hotter walked in? Accountability is coming. Growth is optional. We're predicting which books will own us, which books will wreck us emotionally, and which one is absolutely going to start an argument mid-episode. So grab your tea, your coziest blanket, and your current fictional obsession, because this episode, slightly unhinged, like always, highly judgmental, and emotionally unsafe. Let's get into it.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! If you can see, my eyes are slightly glassy today. It's because my son graduated kindergarten and I might have cried 8 times. Yeah, it was bad. It was
You're
so
so
bad.
cute.
I was like,
You're so
oh.
cute.
Thomas is like, look at me, I was bald.
I was bold.
It was funny. That was a good time.
I love him.
Books. Oh my God. Okay. So we always start this episode with the one we'd recommend immediately. What was your pick for this?
Oh, I should have not put my copy away. You know, it's fine. I am immediately recommending this book. It's called The Other Side by J.A. Halley.
Yeah,
I know
you
I've been
mentioned this one.
talking your ear about this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I've made TikToks about it. And for those of you who don't know, it's fucking amazing.
How amazing.
Well,
I haven't heard anything about this book yet.
Liar. I gave it 5 stars, and it's a debut, and she's a Canadian author, which I already loved.
Mm-hmm.
This book is like Sullivan's Crossing and Virgin River had a baby and wrapped it in the coziest, warm hug of a blanket. Like, it is soothing. It is so good. The pacing is fantastic. The story centers around the passing of Rhonda. Rhonda, she is Brianna's grandmother, Cheryl's mother,
Okay.
Mara's neighbor. The other point of view, because it is told in 4 points of view.
Oh,
the
wow.
fourth one is told by Brianna's summer fling, which is whatever. He wasn't one of my favorites, so sorry, Oliver. Goodbye. Just seriously, once I started, I could not stop. I couldn't put it down. I stayed up way too late reading it. It's fantastic.
I love that.
So good. It's like the perfect summer read. You get so drawn in. The characters are fantastic. And they're believable. That's one of my favorite parts is they don't, like, yes, it's a book, but it feels like it could happen somewhere. You don't have to suspend your reality to really get into it. It's just, I want to be Brianna's best friend, and I want to have coffee with Mara.
Hey,
and I wish I knew Rhonda.
Excuse me?
Oops, did I just start
for a fictional character?
No, I could never replace you. You're my sister.
Damn straight.
Get
no
real.
one as weird as me.
I don't know what I'd do without you. But
so
no,
what did
seriously.
you give it us? What did you give it? Like, how many cups did you give it?
5.
Holy fuck.
Hell, I'd give it 6 if that was something I could do. I loved it.
I'll
And
allow
I
it.
cannot wait to see what the author writes next. Even though she told me the next one is not a happy story.
Was it a debut?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta stop.
And it's on Kindle Unlimited, everybody. So get it and read
Nice.
it and love it.
Okay,
And
you
then
gotta
tell me
stop.
who your favorite characters are.
I love that. Well, it's definitely one of the books I'm most intrigued about now because I have not seen you this excited over a book in ages.
I know it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. So, the book I picked shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody because I'm absolutely addicted to the series. But I've been reading a rip through time and I lent them to you and you didn't even bloody read them. But the last installment just came out, An Ordinary Sort of Evil. Again, Kelly Armstrong. She's Canadian, right? Canadian author.
I actually really like her. And I still have I had your books. I gave them
You
back.
gave them back already. So you're not getting them now. But anyway, so I loved it. Okay. I always worry that when I'm already in love with the series, that the author is going to drop something and I'm going to be like, oh, what the fuck was that? But that's not happened this one. Not what happened with this one. But this whole series is basically, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of a love story between like this woman. She goes back in time and she's taken over the life of a maid and she falls in love with like, he's a colored gentleman back in like Scottish times. So he's already like, people already look at him a little strange, and she's young, but she's a police officer and she's kind of helping him like solve crimes and whatnot. But this book was so freaking good because they had this like woman who thought she could do like seances and whatnot. And then somebody turns up dead. And I was like, ooh, this is so my kind of book. I'm like, already right there, I was so excited. Oh, and they finally like start dating. It's been ages. This thing between
This
us.
is the fourth book.
Yeah, I think 4 or
It took
5. Yeah.
4 books.
Yeah. Well, you have to
Talk about
understand that
slow
she's
burn.
like, her character is like older. So she's in her like 20s or 30s in reality, but the body that she's inhabiting is young and the maid. So can you imagine like a colored gentleman like sleeping with the maid? Like it would be a bit weird.
That would be for the times, yeah.
Yeah, but this slow burn. You like slow burns? This slow
I
burns
do.
been going on for books though. Books and books. So you know how I feel about that. But it's got like the small town secrets, long buried crimes. Like I love that. There's always a different investigation with every book. And he likes her and loves her so much that he wants her to be the lead in their new like investigative team thing. And I'm this fucking adorable. It was so fucking adorable. But I loved it. Like the cold cases, the sleuthing, everyone's hiding something. And yeah, I blew through the book in one go because I read it. I got a finished copy from St. Martin's Press. And I was like, oh, I have the audiobook. But I actually sat down and read the whole fucking thing. Blew through it.
Oh,
Got
right
5-starred it. 5-starred it. Probably my
now I
favorite
regret
one.
giving you your books back, but I needed the shelf space.
Yeah. Well, I only had 1, 2, 3, and I think 4 I didn't have because I didn't get a paperback copy of that one. I don't know why. And I think that one was number 5. So you would have missed one anyway. So
Yeah. I'll
But
just
I
add it to
five-starred
my maybe one day TBR.
I would, but I gave it 5 stars. Like I didn't even hesitate. It was like, bam. I knew it was 5 stars right from the get-go, and it just continued as 5 stars.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I love that for me too.
I do. I love that for you.
So what was your We Have Thoughts book?
See, when I sat down to write my notes the other day, I had one, but now I kind of have another.
Oh, okay. I'll allow it. Give it to me.
Okay, my original one, I'm gonna touch on both, but I'll elaborate on the second one, if that's okay.
Yeah. Do it.
Whatever you want, Jace. My original I Have Thoughts book is Birds of a Feather by Kate Stewart.
Right.
It's the most recent Ravenhood book, and it ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm mad at it. This is the first time I've read one of her books, and I've been mad at the ending.
Oh.
Because I have to wait a year to see how the rest of the series shakes out. There's one more book left, and it comes out next year.
Okay, and that's the last book in the whole series, right? Okay, well,
Yeah.
maybe I'll pick it up then.
So I was not impressed. Well, I loved it, don't get me wrong. But I don't like that it ended the way that it did. I don't like cliffhangers like that.
Okay.
Moving on. The one I am going to talk about now, which is a surprise to us both, is Burntown by Jennifer McMahon.
You'll find out why this is funny if you haven't seen the last episode when we talked about this.
Guys, Burntown by Jennifer McMahon. Okay. Jennifer McMahon is one of my I will always read, I will always buy. I am supporting auto-buy authors. I have been a big fan since 2009. I have talked about her on this podcast before. Burntown is arguably her worst book that she wrote, in my opinion. My previous opinion? No, I think that still stands. It is my least favorite. I read it when it first came out. Didn't like it. I think I maybe gave it 3 stars. Maybe.
Ooh, burn.
But so last month, we're going to have to readdress this down the line in the podcast too. I decided to hurt my own feelings and pick Burntown as one of my TBR picks. I had to go out of my way to buy it on my Kindle again because I didn't have it. Lucky for me, it was $6, but like, I digress. I had to spend money to read this one. And I wasn't going to do it.
Could have borrowed mine.
I wasn't going to do it. I was like, I'm writing it down just to say I did it. And then I wasn't going to do it. I bought it. And then yesterday, I woke up at 4 a.m. I could not sleep. I started reading it and I finished it this morning at 5:30.
Wait. You literally burned through it.
I burned through Burntown. No pun intended. And you know what? I'm giving it a 3.75.
Which is a massive improvement.
It is a huge improvement. I'm not going to go out of my way to say that I loved it. My thoughts on it, I can't believe I liked it as much as I did. I mean, like, I read it so fast. Is it her best one? No. In my opinion, it really, really, really isn't. But it wasn't that bad.
Well, I said that. I told you that out of all the books I'd read, it definitely wasn't her best book, but I didn't see what you were so upset about.
Will I ever read it again? No, probably not. I won't. I still don't like the ending. But you know what? It was kind of a fun read. I had more fun with it this time. So
Especially
my thoughts are...
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to do it. But I felt very committed to finishing my TBR picks for this month because I haven't done that in a very long time.
Yeah.
Probably not ever for this podcast. I don't think I've ever read everything I said I was going to. But I did this month. So
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. She has better books, though. If you want to try a Jennifer McMahon, don't start with that one.
Or maybe you should, because maybe you won't be as upset as Jace was. And then you'll just realize they get better.
They do. They get so much better.
She is a good author.
Or like, read The Invited. Read The Night Sister. The Winter People. Not this one.
I don't think it was that bad. You know what? I should have reread it at the same time you did, because I know I read it and I was like, oh, it's fine.
But now that I've reread this one, I want to go back and read a different one of hers that I do absolutely love, 10 Toes Down. Yeah. And that's Don't Say a Word. That one is fantastic.
I don't know if I've read that one.
No? That has fairies in it.
Oh, then
evil fairies.
Oh. I don't think I've read that one.
No?
I haven't read a lot of her books. I haven't read a lot. I think I've read 3.
Okay, I've read all of them. And that's one of my favorites. I don't even think that one's one of her best ones, but really? I love that one. I think I've read it like 4 times. But what's your I Have Thoughts books?
Okay, so mine, I actually finally managed to do a Rena Kent book because I see her all over Book Talk. I see her all over Bookstagram. And I'm like, these women who love her books are feral for her work. So I went and I finally got my copy of God of Malice. Okay. I read through what the tropes were, and they kind of delivered, I guess. Like, it definitely had like the dark romance vibes. Like, if you're looking for obsession and possessiveness, absolutely, it's in here. If you're looking for morally questionable decisions, it's in here. If you're looking for a red flag, it's right there. You've got it. Like, but the problem was that they didn't hit very hard. Like, they were there, It was almost like a passing wave as someone's floating by you. It just, I don't know. It just didn't. I was waiting for it, and it didn't really pan out. And it was weird because I was waiting for it. And it was over, and I was like, huh, okay.
Huh.
And like I kept hearing about this like MC that was supposed to be so great, and I'm like, okay, yeah, morally grey, yeah, dangerous, sure, obsessive, yeah, toxic as fuck, yeah, but not for me. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It was very intimidating to read about him, and I don't know. I was glad it was over, to be probably honest with you.
Okay.
I would definitely never reread it again. It's the worst part is I have like all the other books coming on Libby, and I'm like, do I really want to commit? I don't fucking think so. Like, I guess, like, it was entertaining. I did finish it. I understand why people love it. It just was not for me.
Okay.
It was very unhinged. There was some seriously unhinged drama. So my spill the verdict was I expected fireworks and got sparklers.
I love that.
Yeah.
I hate that for you, but I love
Well,
I love
but
that.
now I know I don't have to invest because I think there's like 5 books in that series, and now I don't have to worry about reading any of them because I don't think I'm going to continue.
Fair. Fair enough.
So let's move into our unexpected surprise book.
I loved my unexpected surprise book. It's another debut.
Okay.
I love this. So I signed up for the Simon & Schuster Canada summer influencer program. I didn't think I was going to get anything from it. I mean, I'm just a baby influencer. Can I call myself an influencer? I don't know.
You're a micro-influencer. You've got following. Yeah.
I guess. But I was just surprised I got anything, but they sent it through NetGalley, which is fine. The book is called Every Version of You by Natalie Messier. I don't know how to say her last name. It was another one. So when I read The Other Side by J.A. Halley, it pulled me out of this reading funk that I have been in a hot minute. I mean, I read 4 books in the last 4 or 5 days here, and this was one of them. I sat down and I'm like, this sounds like it could be fluffy. It delivered. So in this book, the main character Joey, she dies. she has the chance to, it's not reincarnation per se, but she gets to go back in time to a point she chooses and like restart her life from that point.
Right.
But she gets to keep her memories of her first life.
Okay.
Which is crazy. So in her first life, she is in love with her best friend. Her best friend is married to somebody else. They know this other person. He's kind of an instigator. And she's just like, I don't like you, you know? But so when they go back in time, she's like determined to make her best friend fall in love with her. She ends up falling for this other guy. And then there's a really big plot twist at the end that I'm not going to disclose here because I think you would like reading it. And for anyone else who wants to read it, I don't want to wreck that. None of what I just said is too spoilery. It's in the blurb. But like, it was so good. I could not stop reading it. I loved the characters. Even when they were annoying, I loved the characters. And I felt so sad for Joey a few points in time because she's remembering things from her first life. They don't really apply to the second one for where she is. Like she had her roommate was her best friend in her first life.
Yeah.
They're not best friends in the second one because they don't know each other that well yet. So she's like treating her as if they already know each other. And this chick is like, bruh, what? But I loved it. I gave that one 5 stars too.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
It's fantastic. It comes out July 7th.
Well, that's soon then. Yeah, it's a couple weeks.
Got it in there. Very good.
So, my most unexpected surprise. I remember reading it before, but I didn't remember much about it. So it was a reread for me, but I did the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey. Okay. So they're all like little books. So like each book, it's probably about an hour on the way I listen to audiobooks. So there's a lot in there, but it's not really. It's like one massive story. And something bad happened to her. And she meets this guy and he works for the FBI and he's basically hunting for her. not knowing it's her because she's going around killing people. Yeah. But she's like, she can't stop herself from being with him, even though she knows it's dangerous. He doesn't know he's looking for her. And it's because she's making it seem like she's a dude when she does these crimes. And I was like, I didn't think I was going to love it. But I did. And every time the audiobook finished, I was like, oh no, do I have the next one? Do I have the next one? Oh my God. Oh my God. And I was like, but yeah.
You throw the funniest faces.
I know. But it was so fucking good. Like, it's one of those books where it had the humor. There wasn't a lot of like smutty stuff in there. Like, it really wasn't smutty, which I really enjoyed. But like, it was fast paced and, you know, female serial killer. Come on. How many books really have that in it? The vigilante, right? The vigilante revenge, cat and mouse tension. He falls first, touch her and die, you know, revenge quest. Like, there was some really fabulous tropes. And I gave it a 4.5 for the whole lot. Like, there was one book in there that was a 4 and the rest of them were a 5. So I kind of evened it out. Because one of them I was like, I could have done with a lot of not much of this. Like, you know what I mean? But I literally, my spill verdict was, I expected the dark romance. I didn't expect to be so invested in her revenge plot. And that's all that mattered. Yeah. Oh, it was good. And she was quite clever in the things she was getting up to.
Fancy.
Oh, yeah. It was good. It was good. Like, I was emotionally compromised by the end. Emotionally compromised.
That doesn't happen to you very often.
Nope. It was bad. Like, when I realized I had to wait between audiobook 4 and 5, and it was 6 days, they were the worst 6 days ever.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not joking. I was like, oh, please give me a skip the line. Please give me a skip the line. Every morning I was like, this. And they give me a skip the line. And I literally gave it back like an hour and 45 minutes later because I was done.
Yeah, guys, she listens to her things, so everything sounds like a chipmunk.
No. It does when you're not got them in your ears, because I didn't realize my headphones the other day hadn't stopped. So I could hear it. I could hear what you guys hear when you think that. But when they're in my ears, no.
For you, maybe. If I listen to anything over like a 2.2, it sounds like fast forward and a chipmunk. So I'm just not there yet, I guess. But I dialed back some of my audiobooks this month too. Usually I am at a 2, but I listened to Birds of a Feather at a 1.5. I listened to The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center, which is fantastic, by the way, at a 1.75. I slowed these down.
That's crazy. I couldn't slow down now.
I just wanted to enjoy them a little longer.
Yeah. I love that.
But I can't go down to a 1.
No. That would be like someone going, whoa, cool.
How are you today, Stace? Yep. Tell me about the book you didn't like this month.
I'm already asleep. Okay. So what was your biggest letdown?
I don't think you're going to like what I have to say.
Then don't say it.
Okay. Moving on.
No, you have to say it.
Butcher and Blackbird, I DNF'd it.
I kind of figured you might. It's not your thing.
It's not. I tried, okay? I tried. I got the audiobook. And then it was on hold because I'm like, well, it said several months out, okay? So I was like, perfect. I'll get it, and maybe it'll come in time for like Halloween. But then I got to skip the line one, and I was like, maybe it's a sign. I should try this. And no, I got like 4 or 5 chapters in, and they lost me at the trigger warnings, and I kept going. No, they're not for me.
The trigger warnings were the best part.
Yeah, they're just not for me. Describing the maggots and calling them orzo made me sad because we eat orzo here all the time. So that just, I still have my hold. Maybe I'll change my mind.
You did with Birdtown.
That's a different caliber of book, though.
Oh, dear.
It wasn't for me. Maybe it'll be for me later, but it was not for me this month, so it went. DNF'd it.
I feel you. I feel you. I loved it.
Made
I
me
blew
sad
through.
though, 'cause I know you did. I love Joe Arden, so like I would just listen to it if it was just to hear his voice, but I, I couldn't do it.
Don't
Sorry.
cancel her for this. Don't cancel her. She didn't mean it.
I have taste in other books.
But you might cancel me when you find out what mine is.
Oh no.
Well,
Are we
this is
hurting each other's feelings?
no, you don't care about this one. I don't think you've
Okay.
even read it yet. But I mean, our listeners might. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
The Rights of Starling by Daphne Perry.
Yeah.
I got to
I haven't even read the first one.
Don't bother. I got to the 56% mark. I pushed myself, and I couldn't tell you a lick of anything that fucking happened. Not nothing. It felt like death by 1,000 paper cuts, but with no memory of the paper touching my skin. Yeah, it was bad. I was excited because I loved the first book. I was expecting like the gothic atmosphere and to see where the story was going with all the romantic-y stuff. And yeah, it was so pretty and flowery, and the cover was stunning. It was beautiful. And the worst part is I probably won't cancel the third book because they have to be a complete set now.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, it's just yeah, but it was boring. The mystery was boring. The characters, I couldn't care less. Like whatever. Like I felt like I was in a relationship that I completely forgot I was having.
Wow, that is so Gilmore Girls Year in the Life coded.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. But the pacing was awful. Like it was so slow. I'm fairly certain that the snail that was in the backyard that wasn't moving got to where it was going quicker. But yeah, when you get to 50% in a book and you literally would rather swallow glass, I think it's time to give up.
Yeah. Life's too short to read stuff you're not into.
No.
This is why I'm very confident in my DNF game this year.
Well, I got to 23%, and I'm like, I am determined to just see if it was me. And maybe it was me, but no, no.
Boo.
Bored. So bored.
Boo.
Such a disappointment. But let's get on to Book of the Month.
Okay. I got 3 this month. My main pick, though, is this one. Summer's Never Over. It's a debut. Me too. This is a debut, I believe. And it's set in a summer camp. I loved that. I don't even really know what it's about. I think this is a thriller murder mystery.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember reading the synopsis when I picked my book. I couldn't tell you what it's about now because that was at the beginning of the month. But I have it. When I read the synopsis, I know it made me think of The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Oh. And that was his second book that he put out. I love a book set at a summer camp. I like a mystery set at a summer camp. And that's what this is supposed to be. So that's why I got it.
Nice.
And I want to read it. So I will eventually.
Nice. Well, we're actually planning on making sure we read our book of the month, right?
We'll stick a pin in that. We're not there yet.
Okay. So
next.
You want to do yours?
No, you. What did you pick?
I went with Melissa Albert and the Children. Nice. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't really want anything. When I was looking at the options, I'm like, ugh.
No, it took her weeks, plural, weeks to decide she was going to get anything.
Yeah, I came very close to skipping, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even mad about it. But somebody had read this one, and they were like, look, it's not a horror, but it's kind of like a gothic fiction. And this chick usually writes young adult novels. Okay. And they were like, it's one of those books that leave you feeling like full of dread. And I'm like, okay.
Plot twist.
I'm a little sold right now. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. Actually really looking forward to it. And I was like, I wonder if I can get the audiobook. Oh no, it is a very long wait for that.
Oh goody.
Right. But there's some really great stuff in there, like Unreliable Narrator, Family Secrets, a little bit of psychological tension. So yeah, totally up for that. Yeah.
Excellent.
What about you?
My second book right here, Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It. I think this was the
Oh.
debut too. This one sounded hilarious. She's older. Well, I don't want to say older. I think she's in her 20s, mid-20s maybe, but she's still a virgin. So she comes up with this guide, it says it right here, guide to lose her virginity checklist in the hopes of finally getting laid. I thought it sounded hilarious. So I got it as an add-on.
I like that. I like that. I liked the cover, but I don't know. There was just something about the whole premise of the book that I was just like, meh.
I thought it sounded fun. A nice, fluffy summer read, which is what I wanted after feeling so detached from reading this
Yeah.
month. I felt like everything I read was a chore and I didn't want to do it. But I also have a pretty decent reading streak to uphold, so I did it. I was just trying to find things that sparked the joy, and this
Yeah.
sounded fun.
I love the cover. Like I would buy it
Me
just for
too.
the cover alone. But like I made a TikTok video about this. Like the influencer life, everyone's like, oh, poor you get free books. Yeah, but now you've made a commitment to read these books. And when someone sends you 10 books and they're like, oh, I could probably get through a couple of these, and then they send you more, like you get so bogged down and then your own TBR starts to get lost. And I had the worst FOMO. And this is the only reason I actually picked a main book, because I needed yesteryear. The FOMO was so bad. I almost ordered it on Amazon. Like that's how bad it was.
You know what's really funny about this one, though?
What?
I also got it because I had FOMO, but now that I have it, I don't really want to read it that bad anymore.
Don't, okay, because this was me. I'm like, when am I going to find time for this? Like, I went and the audiobook is months and months and months away. And it's
I have
funny.
a hold on that too.
Yeah. Well, and I came this very close. Actually, one of my other disappointments for the month was a book called The Low Job by Grace Alexander. That was one of the picks. And I'm like, I'm going to listen to the audio and see if it's any good, because I had it as an ALC. I'm so fucking glad I didn't buy it. Oh my God. It was awful. I almost DNF'd it twice. It's a fucking
Oh my gosh.
audiobook. Yeah. I'm like, she's like in politics. So she's like helping this guy like push his political career, but they start having an affair. And then
Oh,
he
how
tries to
very
end it.
Monica
Yeah.
Lewinsky.
Yeah, but he tries to end it. And instead of just being gracious about it, she decides to do like a reality TV show about how the fact that she was doing it with a politician and her,
Mm,
yeah, the low job, right? You get the name, right? Like they were
yeah.
caught in a compromised position, but her last name is
Yes,
Low.
I
I'm like,
understand.
what a tragic story. Oh, and when it was over, I was glad it was over, but I was like, what?
Why?
So I'm so glad I didn't pick that for my book of the month, because it was in my cart for ages.
I remember.
God, it was
Hopefully
cool.
July is better.
It can't be any freaking worse. But yeah, the FOMO was real with the yesteryear, and that's here, and I'm like, huh. And don't get me
Right? I'm
wrong.
looking at it. I've seen a bunch of videos about it too. It's one of those like super polarizing ones. People either love it or you hate it.
Yes.
But all the videos I've been seeing recently are people just hate it.
Yeah.
And so now I feel like I'm influenced. I'm going in biased.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to read it right away. At some point, I'm sure.
I don't have time for it. Like, I don't know when I'm going to read it. I just don't know. So we had picked 2 books, though. Did you get to both of your books this month?
I did! You guys, I think this is the first time ever that I have completed my monthly TBR for this podcast. I usually hit 1, maybe 2. Back when we were doing 4 books, it was either 1 or 2.
Yes.
The last couple months, it's been 2, and I have not done it. But I did it. I fucking did it this month. And I'm so fired up that you get an expletive out of my mouth.
I'm so proud.
I did it.
I'm so proud.
Me too.
We went. I wasn't when she mentioned that she was like, "Oh, hey, about the episode one." I'm like, "Oh shit, did I even read my books?" But I did.
You did.
I did. But I was like, "Oh, I don't even know now what I picked." And that's the problem. Like my brain is a sieve, and I wrote them down.
I have mine written on the calendar.
I know, but after we said we were going to do them, I did them both right away. So then I forgot. See, I said help. So what did you read first?
Well, as previously discussed in the earlier segment, I read Burntown yesterday.
So you only just made it, is what I'm hearing.
Just made it. You guys, I wasn't even going to do it. I was happy to have the one done that I did. And but then I was, you know what? No, full send. Let's go. So I picked it up and I did it. And I predicted it to be a 3. I have written down here a 3.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 3.75.
There you go. That's pretty good,
So,
I think. I think that's pretty good.
Am I glad I read it again? Not really, but it's fine. It's fine. It was fine. Nothing to write home about. I like her other stuff better. Her other stuff is creepier.
I like that.
I like that too. I don't necessarily love a creepy story. We all know I'm here for the fluff and the fun, but I love how creepy she is sometimes. And this one, that's the thing that is a miss on this one for me. It's not creepy enough. It doesn't feel like her, and the plot twist at the end, it's not the caliber I expect from her writing, and that is why it is so poorly rated by me. But I read it. I said I was going to, and I did it.
I love that. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
Now, I had an easy commitment for the first book because I had Sea of Charms by Sarah Beth Durst, which is part of the Spell Shop series that she's got going on. And they all work as standalones, but they kind of all mildly interconnect too. And this third book really tied the other 2 books together, which I really freaking loved. And I knew going in that it was going to be a cozy fantasy. And I loved that with like the lovable characters and the small town stuff, low stakes. Like there wasn't really much of anything going on. But actually, you know what? They were out on the sea. So it's one of the characters from the second book. And it's like she has like her little boat thing. She's got her own little plant. It's helping her out. And then she picks up this man. They go around doing stuff. And I was like, oh, so fucking cute. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so cute. I actually expected to give it 4 stars and I gave it 4.5 because it was exactly what I was looking for. I knew what to expect. It gave me every single thing I wanted. I wasn't expecting to see stuff, mind you, but I actually fucking really loved it. It was so cozy.
I like cozy.
Yeah, it was so cute. I could have stayed on the boat with them. Would have been great.
Love that.
Yeah.
What's your second book?
I'm trying to find my notes. So you can do your second book.
Okay. The second book that I picked on my TBR was Make Me Burn by Elle Novick. Now, we talked about
thing
this
going on, didn't you?
Oh my god, I did!
I just realized that. I'm like,
so did I.
Hang
on. Amazing.
Make
Make Me Burn by Elle Novick is the second book in her Ace of Hearts series that she is writing. I talked about her last month on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Her Rip Me Apart, the first book, was my unexpected surprise for our first segment. She gave me an arc of the second one, and it was so good. Okay? When I left the first book, I'm like, I did not like the MMC. I was really just annoyed that he made it out of the story, I'm rooting for him now. Do you know how good of an author you have to be to make your audience hate a character? And now I'm rooting for him? I need the third one. I thought it was going to be a 4-star read. I gave it 5.
Nice.
I know. And that book just came out, everybody. It's on Kindle Unlimited. It came out on the 23rd. Read the first one, get the second one. Because wow, just like the complete 180 I had in my head about this man. Like, I can't wait to read number 3.
I love that. I love that. It's
You
so
would really like these books.
well, I would love to get to them.
I know.
I feel like my book life is a mess. The mess. But I did
Yeah.
do my second book, which actually
Yay.
surprised me. It's funny because I was like, oh, I wrote down, what was it called? I was like, oh yeah, 20 something else by Stephanie Mack. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't read it. And then I went and I was like, oh yeah, I did.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind.
I did it. I'm fine.
Jesus, fuck. And it's funny
Girl.
because you talk about like that the book where you had where the chick was going back to redo her life. Well, this
Yeah.
chick, it's her birthday, and she gets to I don't quite remember exactly how it came about, but she gets to go back and relive her life in a different way, but to jump back. So she went back and did like her 22nd birthday. She went and did
Okay.
like 2 years later to see what her life would have been like if she'd never met up with her husband. So she's
Oh.
like, but she goes back and she talks to the person. She goes back and does another little jump again. And it was really quite different. So it was like this chick was
Oh.
depressed with her adult life and she got to go and experience what it'd been like had she not had a husband and kids, which was relatable and slightly chaotic because she was like doing self-discovery in a life she didn't have, which was weird. It was like a quarter of a life midlife crisis, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it was clever and I didn't feel exhausted reading it. It was quite easy. I felt like, you know, it was an enjoyable book, but it wasn't groundbreaking. Like I forgot I read it.
But
I
read it,
know
you did.
I'm a fucking mess. But like some of the plot stuff was a little predictable. I didn't much care for that. So some of the characters just felt rushed, you know. I predicted it was going to be a 4. I gave it 4. But I
Okay.
think it could have been better. I think
Yeah.
it had the potential to be better. But it was,
Okay.
you know, it was entertaining. I'd actually recommend it. Like I would recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was I didn't mean to forget. It's just I did it a month ago and then got busy.
Yeah, you knock yours out right at the beginning so you don't have to think about it. And then I hate read my last one just so I could say I did it, and then I didn't hate it.
It was so bad of me. I felt like when I saw it, I was like, oh no, I didn't do it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember anything. And I was like, I had to go back and go to Goodreads. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, oh yeah. No, I'd already written the review.
It is. Well,
I'd
that's
already
good.
written
At
the
least you did
review. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh yeah. Okay. What a fucking month. What a month.
June was a rough month.
Oh my God. I'm hoping that because we have, again, made another decision to kind of try and bring the love of reading back. I know it seems like you've got your mojo back, but I am quite struggling with my commitments. Having so many podcasts, I love this part, but trying to remember if I've done everything. It's bad when you're old.
Not even sure if my mojo's fully back. I've had a few really good ones in a row.
Yeah.
Which is kind of reigniting that love of reading again.
Good.
You know, because
I hope you are
It
on
was
that
hard.
right trajectory. But the 2
Hope
books for
so.
my TBR this month, like I said to you, I'm not going to commit to anything else because I really think that I should start clearing
These
the
are mine.
TBRs. Yeah, from book of the month. I've got no word of a lie. Okay, the shelf behind me that you can see of the books. I think I have read 4 of those, and then I have another shelf below that I haven't touched. And I'm realizing that I'm spending all this money and I'm not actually reading them. So, and I think that made me feel a little sad, stupid.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, I need to stop worrying and do what I want. And I want to read my book of the month books. I think.
Like I counted mine. I counted mine the other day there while we were
Yeah.
talking about it. And I have read most of mine, of my book of the month ones, which is nice. There's a couple I haven't. Heartless Hunter, I DNF'd it.
Yeah.
Bloodbound, I'm just not in the mood for a romantasy right now. Wild Dark Shore, you gave me that copy. I have no interest in reading that. I wouldn't have bought it for myself.
Don't do it.
And that's that whole stack. I have read everything else. The only ones I haven't read now are these 3 that I just got, and then The Bodyguard by Catherine Center that I got as an add-on last month that I haven't gotten around to reading yet.
See, that's not
So,
so bad. I feel like my TBR is going to fall over and someone's going to go, did she read all these? And on my
maybe.
gravesite, someone's going to go, no. Death by TBR.
Yeah, but buying books and reading books are 2 completely separate hobbies.
I agree with that, but I'd actually like to read some of the books that I spend money on.
Which is why we're committed, you guys. Our
committed.
July TBR, this is it.
I can't believe we didn't pick yesteryear. I'm out there on my own, knowing if the FOMO is real.
I know. I'm sorry. I was going to pick it, but then I thought about it and I was just like, I don't want to feel meh about a book that I'm putting on my TBR this month. I want to be happy with my choices and get through it. I don't need another burn town.
Got it.
Locked
in.
This gives me Riley Sager vibes, and this just sounds fun. I want some fun.
Locked in. All right. Sounds like a plan to me.
Locked in. Oh, but speaking about buying books before we move into Trope Court, I made my very first ever book outlet order. And it's shipped and it's on its way to mama.
Yay. I spent a lot of money with book outlet. Oh dear.
I wasn't gonna do it. I got the emails where it's like $7.99 for all the things. And I was like, ooh, whatever. But then I kept seeing ads for it. I'm like out in the garage with my kids and they're watching YouTube. They like to watch a couple of YouTube channels, kid-friendly ones, obviously. And that was one of the ads, was like $7.99. So I'm out in the garage and I was like, ooh. So then I went and I looked and I was like, ooh, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. I had 7 books in there. Like, Rob, these 7 books will only cost us $58 to get here. And he's like, go ahead. Like, okay, sure, you don't need my permission to buy them. I'm like, I'm just letting you know, I'm doing it.
I love that.
I'm so excited. I've got like 5 Abby Jimenez books in there. I love her now. I'm very happy.
I'm so happy.
They're gonna be here soon.
So happy for you.
Well, I had to give you some of your books back. I needed shelf space for my Abby Jimenez.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
Are we ready?
Born ready, baby.
Go for it.
Trope Court is now in session. Order in the court. Today's defendant is small town romance. You know the one. One diner, one grumpy mechanic, one town gossip who somehow knows everyone's business before breakfast.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is emotionally attached to wearing flannel.
Opening statements. Prosecution. That's me. Members of the jury, I intend to prove that small towns are less romantic and mildly concerning. Why is everyone in everyone's business? Why does the local baker know you're getting divorced before you've even told your spouse? And why is every eligible man somehow 6'3" and secretly building furniture?
Your Honor, that's also me. Small towns offer community, charm, and a suspiciously high concentration of attractive tradesmen. My favorite kind. These stories give us found family, cozy vibes, and the comforting fantasy that someone would notice if we disappeared for 3 days.
Exhibit A, the town gossip. One woman has more surveillance capabilities than the government.
Counterpoint, she's the town's emergency notification system.
Exhibit B, the local festival. Every town has 14 festivals in a month. Who's funding it?
I don't care. Give me the Apple Blossom Festival, the Pumpkin Festival, Winter Festival, the Pie Festival, and the Festival.
Exhibit C. Everyone knows everyone. horrifying.
Comforting. Both points are valid.
Cross-examination time. How many coffee shops can one town realistically support?
All
Why?
of them.
Why is the mayor personally involved in everyone's love lives? Why are there no ugly exes?
Turn this around on you now, honey. If you got a flat tire, wouldn't you want a handsome mechanic to help you? Who hurt you? Do you just hate happiness?
One thing small town romance does well, and one thing it needs to stop doing immediately. It does well. Found families. What it needs to stop is making every city person seem evil.
Something that it does well. Community support. What it needs to stop? Pretending gossip is cute when it's actually terrifying. As the judge, I will be giving the final verdict. And I'm declaring this a mistrial. The jury became distracted by a bearded contractor and failed to reach a verdict. Case closed.
Oh my God. I'm small town. My favorite. She made me the villain. Made me the villain.
You didn't want to make the decision.
I really didn't.
I know.
I love Trope
So I
Court.
did.
You'll catch next month's Trope Court. Next month.
Really? Next month's Trope Court next month?
Yeah. Believe it or
Oh
not.
my God.
Next month.
Holy shit.
I'm freaking brain damaged today, okay? I was in a classroom full of kindergarten kids for like 20 minutes and I feel like I need a nap.
And then I had you come undo the podcast.
It's okay. We should have done it this morning, but it was meh. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed today's episode, make sure that you're liking, following, sharing, give us a comment. Let us know if you use Book of the Month and which book you had gotten in the book box last month. Did you struggle with it like I did, or did you have yours ordered within 10 minutes of the books coming out like Jace did? Yeah. Don't forget to be following us. Yeah. Don't forget to be following us on our Patreon, where we've got some really exciting things coming out within the next couple of weeks that I'm really excited about. Don't forget to share this episode with your mother-in-law so that she will actually like you. We hope that you have the reading week you deserve, and we will catch you next week. Take care, readers.
Y'all.